What we've seen over the last month in Iran proves that Donald Trump has induced a mass psychosis in the US government. And often, when it comes to discussing Trump's mental illnesses, he often gets a pass and it gets downplayed as dementia or narcissism or malignant narcissism. But those are steps removed from what the reality is, which is psychopathy and sociopathy, which is being a psychopath or being a sociopath. And the reason those are considered worse than being a malignant narcissist is because you actively like hurting people when you're a psychopath and when you're a sociopath. And just as research shows, when a mentally ill leader takes state power, the rates of mental illness in the population increase. And what we've seen over the last month with our government's actions in Iran and Trump's Truth Social posts prove that he has induced a mass psychosis within our government, where they're bombing in little girls' schools, but the Strait of Hormuz is now open when it was open before. And what was most shocking to me was the Truth Social post this Easter Sunday, of all days, where he says the F word, the B word, and then he says, "May praise be to Allah." And it's psychopathy, it's sociopathy, it's worse than malignant narcissism, and he's induced a mass psychosis in our government. And this is very dangerous because they have life and death killing power, bombs, and they're using them even on little girls' schools. And this stuff plays out over time, over months. And Trump has induced a mass psychosis in our government. And that's something that should alarm us all. And if we want to do something about it, we're going to have to take away his funding sources. We're going to have to sell US bonds and treasuries, because defunding this mass psychosis, which is leading to potential genocides, is pretty much the quickest way. If the international justice and court systems are backed up, then we have to defund it. Because this psychosis is going to take a lot more innocent lives and put all of our families in danger. And the media's discussion about Trump's mental illnesses are not really correct because they downplay the issue. This is beyond malignant narcissism. This is in the terrain of psychopathy, being a psychopath, sociopathy, being a sociopath, and inducing mass psychosis within the levers of power. And research backs this up, that when a mentally ill leader shows up, there is increasing rates of psychosis and mental illness in the population at large. And we're seeing a lot more psychopathic behavior. And, we got to do something about it.